Hey guys, it's Yumna, aka Feel Good Foodie, and today I have a special guest in the kitchen with me today. It's Summer Humayed, and she is also a Michigan girl. So Summer and I went to high school together, and we reunited on Instagram through our passion for cooking. So we both like to do a lot of Middle Eastern recipes with our own flair, and I thought it would be fun to cook together. So Summer, tell us a little bit about you.
So I'm Summer from Summer's Homemade Meals, and I originally started catering, and somehow my page kind of turned into a blog because a lot of people asked me for recipes as I would share small tips. And here I am now with Yumna, who I went to school with, who is an excellent blogger, and now we're gonna collab.
Yes, exactly. So today we're going to show you how to make Kousa. It's basically Lebanese stuffed squash. And so we're going to show you just the basic method of how to make it and then 2 variations. So let's get started?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what you'll need. You'll need some Mexican squash. This is what it looks like. This is basically the essence of the recipe. Then you also need some ground beef. I've got in here some short grain rice, but Summer's going to use some riced cauliflower.
Yes.
And then some tomato sauce. All right, we're gonna get started by coring the squash. And meanwhile, you've got some bone broth going on?
Yes, so in the pot, I am creating my broth for my stuffed squash. So I have in the pot some beef ribs that I'm pan searing. I'm gonna cover them in water once they cook very quickly, and then I'm gonna add some salt and bay leaves.
Perfect, okay. So you are the pro at this. Summer will literally do like, what, 100 of these for catering? Maybe less, more?
About 300. This is a popular dish.
I usually make 8 for my family. So she's definitely the pro at this, and she even has an amazing tool for it. So I'm gonna let her show you guys how this is done because I'm still learning. And so the other thing is for tools, we should talk about tools. Like the popular thing that I grew up having is this one, what we call a man'ara. It's basically like, I would call it, I don't know, like a squash corer is basically what it's called. So as you can see, mine is rusted, it's old. It's just here for show. Second thing you could use is an apple corer. So this is probably a lot more easier to find. This is a Martha Stewart one and a Cuisinart one, and these work wonders. And they're much faster than the old tool I was using. And Summer's gonna show you her third tool, which is magical.
So before I ever start using my actual electric corer, I start with a apple core, and some of you are gonna have a challenge finding the right one, but I have discovered this one from Macy's, which is amazing. And you basically go in, twist a few times, and pull it right out. So I've made a bunch of holes here in these Kousas, and I'm gonna show you guys how quick this is. Turn on your machine. By the way, you have speeds. You've got fast and slow. Let me show you guys, fast and slow. I like to start off with the slow speed, and just going in and cleaning out the inside very quickly. Now, just like any human activity, mistakes happen, but we are done. No carpal tunnel, guys.
Perfect.
Would you like to show them how to do it the old-fashioned way?
Yes. You literally just take this and you're digging. And the first one's always tricky. I mean, you're digging like this small, as you can see, and you're just... I mean, this is why I only make 8, because...
You do that and I'll do this. Go. Wait, let me speed this up since I'm a little professional here.
That's so funny. I can't core squash under pressure. So an important thing to note, guys, though, is everyone asks, what do you do with the inside of the squash? And don't toss that out. It's really good in omelets. You can also throw it in soups. What else do you do with it?
You know, I've seen people actually turn it into baba ganoush.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, interesting.
I
I have heard of that before because it's basically like in the same family.
Yes.
All right. So we are going to keep this going, and I'm still on the first one while Summer has done like 7. So now that we've cored the squash, actually Summer cored all of them.
I did.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you the 2 different kinds of stuffing. So I'm gonna show you quickly what I do with mine, and then Summer will share hers. So I have in here some ground beef. I do have a little bit of fat on it. It's not completely lean, so it's like probably 90-95%, so that the little bit of fat gives it some flavor. So I'm also going to add some seasoning to that now. We'll do a heaping teaspoon of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and some 7 spice. I'm also gonna add an onion, and we're gonna cook that all together to brown the beef.
Nice. You add a little bit of ghee.
Should I? Okay.
Oh, yes, you should.
Oh.
This is gonna be so good.
Summer is messing with my recipe.
But they don't know. And can we add a little bit of lemon? Is that okay?
Sure.
Citric acid, that's okay. I know some people are it's
Sure.
forbidden, but I swear it's gonna intensify it. You're gonna love it.
Summer, we have my version and your.
No. You know why? Because I know it's different because
Look how
you're
much
cooking
butter
it.
she put in it.
Oh, that's nothing. Wait till we get to the keto one.
All right, at this stage, I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 cups of rice, and I'm also gonna add more salt. Probably like half a teaspoon. All right, and now just mix all of this together. So my hashwe, aka stuffing, is all done, and now I'm gonna let Summer share her stuffing.
Okay, guys. So now we're gonna do the keto stuffing. I have a lot of keto stuffing because I have a bigger family than you now. So what I have in here is 2 pounds of cauliflower rice to 2 pounds of coarse ground beef. I use 85-15. A little fattier meat because 1, it's keto, you need the extra fat, and 2, it gives more flavor.
Oh.
I also have in here a heaping spoon of tomato paste. Don't panic, keto lovers. It's going to be distributed between maybe 20 pieces of...
I love how that's like your heaping spoon. It's like half a cup of tomato paste.
I reduced the amount so that you guys can make this for your families, but
Perfect.
my family's huge.
Perfect.
So then what I have here is ghee. And ghee is huge because of the flavor. And if you don't know what ghee smells like, we were talking about it smells like popcorn butter. It's so good.
So good.
Adds so much flavor. I'm also gonna add salt and pepper. Be generous about a tablespoon of salt, and then you could always oversalt. You can't undersalt. And then some pepper. And the reason is because the pepper enhances the flavor of the 7 spice. And I'm gonna add about a half a tablespoon of 7 spices. If you do not have Lebanese 7 spices, you can always use allspice. That is perfectly fine.
Yep.
And then I'm going to mix this together.
Awesome. So now we're gonna move on next to stuffing the squash with our stuffing. So for stuffing the squash, I'm just gonna take one that's already been hollowed out. I'm gonna take some of the stuffing and literally drop them in here. And you can use your hands too to just kind of poke them in. And because the rice is not cooked, we don't want to stuff it all the way, right? We want to make sure that we leave a little bit on top because the rice is going to expand.
So with me, with the keto Kousa, what we're doing is we're overstuffing because the meat, since it's fatty, it's going to shrink, and then the cauliflower is not going to grow like the rice. So you really, really, really want to overstuff
It's the opposite.
Yeah, your Kousa. And then we're just basically throwing it into our pot with our beef ribs, and I added a little bit of tomatoes into my pot.
And then my pot right here has a sauce that's made up basically of just tomato puree with a little bit of water and sliced garlic. It's literally 3 ingredients, and I just have that boiling while I'm taking care of the stuffing. Do you seal them with anything?
No.
You don't seal them. Okay.
I know you do a tomato, right?
I do. I actually take a little bit of a wedge of a tomato and I pop it in there and I seal them. I don't know, it's something my mom has always done. And so once it's sealed like this, I just drop it right into the pot.
Actually, my mom used to do that.
Yeah.
But now that our family's so big and there's nieces, and this is a family meal. This is a meal that we all come together to eat.
Yes.
If my mom makes it, if I make it, my sisters make it, the whole generation comes over to eat.
That's awesome.
So
that takes time to do that.
probably why my mom doesn't put a little tomato at the top.
Yeah, we still put that, and it's a nice little sealer. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna continue doing this. We're gonna cover and cook it for an hour, and then we'll come back and show you guys the final product.
Yes.
All right, you guys, 1 hour later of simmering this Kousa, and this is what they look like.
I know.
Oh my God, yours looks amazing.
So does yours.
So
I'm so
good.
excited to dig in. I'm excited for the keto because this is my first time ever making the keto.
So good.
I'm excited. I'm excited we did this.
Me too.
I think I'm going to make keto from now on.
I want to try yours.
Okay, let's switch places.
Okay.
So we're going to try each other's.
This looks so good. I never would have thought to put cauliflower inside of this. Such a good idea.
It really did turn out amazing. That's the first time I've ever made that. I'll write down the recipe for you, Yumna.
It's so good. Oh my God, I love it. That's
The
perfect.
tomatoes are really intense and that
Yes.
rice is tender. Perfect.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the video description for the full written recipe, and Summer will be sharing the link to hers, and I'll be sharing mine as well. And we hope you guys enjoyed this duo recipe, and thank you for coming over.
Yeah, it
this
was
has been
so
much
awesome.
fun. So please go ahead and like, subscribe, follow so we can make more healthy-ish recipes with feel-good ingredients. See you next time.
See you guys.